The first key according to scripture that provokes dissatisfaction and sponsors continuity even unto a point of completion, regardless your current result. When you hold on to this key, it sustains the power to consistently provoke dissatisfaction and to drive your life to sponsor continuity until you finish strong. Number one is called vision. Vision. The first factor according to scripture that provokes dissatisfaction and drives men, all kinds of men, to never stop, to never be satisfied until they finish, until they attain unto God's expectation, is called vision. What is vision? A picture of your prophetic destiny. A picture of your prophetic destiny. What is vision? A picture of God's standard, God's expectation for you. I'm giving you a slightly different definition other than that which you would hear in a mainstream leadership discussion. In as much as this applies to leadership, my focus here is on destiny actualization, particularly your spiritual growth and advancement. Vision. A picture of your prophetic future. A picture of the benchmark. You see that? One thing I know about vision is that it helps you to benchmark your progress. It helps you to benchmark your progress. If you do not have a God-ordained reference for your life, any standard you attain greater than where you were will be enough for you. Did you get what I just said? If you do not have a standard high enough, challenging enough, even if you take one step ministerially, one step financially, one step career-wise, one step in leadership, once you are better than yesterday, you will arrive and settle. And I submit to you that there has been a territorial programming on many of us by reason of the various cultures that we come from. There are cultures that by default, if you are born into those cultures, you stand a risk of being complacent in life. Not because you are evil, not because those you came from are evil. It is a culture that does not celebrate any press for continuity. Anything better than where you are is enough. And some of us, we have embraced some of these things to our detriment. Once you are better than yesterday or better than someone else, and I hope you know, according to scripture, we are not called to a life of competition. Competition has become the unbecoming of many. I will always give an example in this house. Let me repeat it one last time. That if you have a student who scores 30%, another scores 20%, another 10%, another 5%, and another 0. Who got the highest score? 30%. But who passed the exam? None. If you are to award them based on that standard, you will give the award to the guy who got 30%. But based on the rating that shows true success, all of them failed. The guy who did not write the exam, the guy who got 0, 1, 10, 30, all failed. There are many of us who have been receiving awards for years only to find out that your score in destiny has been less than 10. It's only that those around you have so failed, you look like a celebrity. Are we together now? It is often said that in a world of blind people, the one who can see a little is usually enthroned as king. Doesn't matter what else he's not seeing, until he later becomes a slave to another king who sees well. Are we together? Many people today celebrate mediocrity because they look around and they find people who are not even prepared to start the race, and because they are privileged either by mercy, by mistakes, by law of time and chance, to take a step or a few steps ahead of their yesterday, ahead of those who were in their yesterday, they settle, and sometimes they